Authenticity is really about being true to yourself, who you really are, how you really feel, and being very genuine in the way that you live your life. It's all about having that congruence in how you're behaving to your true value system, like your personal value system, and then applying that to not just your behaviors, but the people that you have in your life, the work that you do, the role, the company that you work for, and just driving that congruence between your personal value system and the life you're living, because it gives you that kind of internal peace. There is nothing better than just being yourself. When you're not being authentic, it's normally driven from a certain place, right? You're either fearful of what people might think if you say what you really want to say or be who you really want to be. It could be that you don't have the skills, if you're fearful of not speaking out, you might just not know how to do it. But it also comes from a place people are fearful of showing themselves. They feel like they have to wear a certain mask or be a certain way to fit in, or maybe, I have to be this way for career progression. I have to be this way because someone might not like me, and that's really draining on your energy. And it puts you in a much more negative headspace because you're constantly trying to think of, who do I have to be for this, right? I have to be this way for career progression, but that's not really who I am. So then you're stuck in that negative space. And so there's a big link between authenticity and your energy, right? And then there's a link to productivity, because while you're in those cycles of feeling bad, you can't possibly put your best foot forward and be productive with your work. By living an authentic life, you feel more fulfilled, you feel happier, because you're in a more positive headspace, because you're just really comfortable with being yourself, and you don't have to worry about which face am I going to put on to today. We all play different roles, right? But we don't have to change who we are at the core. There's a really big distinction between changing who you are in different circumstances versus understanding how to deliver your value in a different way. So I might have to deliver a message differently in a meeting compared to when I talk to my sister, for example, but it can still be kind in both circumstances. And that's living up to my value of kindness. And when you're in that place, you're your most confident. You have higher levels of self-worth because you're just true to yourself. One thing you can start doing today to start living a more authentic life is, first of all, of course, figure out those 3 to 5 words that make up your core value system. Once you've done that, the thing you want to do is drive more congruence in your life. So a really quick and easy thing to do is every day, just spend literally a minute, tack it onto your shower if you want to, and ask yourself 3 questions. Were my behaviors today congruent to my value system? Basically, did I behave in a way that aligns, right? You can even think to yourself, if someone saw me on video, I was videoed the whole day, is that how they would describe me? Second of all, how did the people around me behave? Was that congruent to my value system? And then thirdly, was the work I do and the environment I'm in congruent to my value system? And if you ask yourself those 3 questions, you'll start building that awareness of where you have incongruence, and then make better decisions to drive more congruence. And just by starting asking yourself the questions, how are my behaviors today? And becoming aware of when you're maybe not being authentic will start helping you make those better decisions. And the more you do it, the more authentic you'll become. And you'll start seeing the momentum, because you'll start feeling happier and you'll start feeling so relaxed. I can really not tell you how just beautiful it is when you can just be yourself.